Hello, this is Fighting Irish, turn 8.4 and 8.5 for the British Commonwealth and the Free French. The Free French has changed from the French to the Free French. They do not get a tech role, and if everybody was wondering, their new capital will be in northern Algeria. This is where we're going to put our homestead until it gets taken over again. Hopefully never again. But I can't promise to keep it alive forever. Just to keep it, I was going to put my special Randall with the Free France right here. Has a major port so it can receive big stuff. That is to recognize it is a French capital. A lot of things have been happening lately in the world. This is what the tech chart. Let's go step by step, one by one. Here's the text. Let's do that first. The British has 2 roles. Of course, they want radar because they believe in radar. Because that convoy line right there, Panzer J's Wolfpack out there got $2 off them. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not 2. The Wolfpack got 5, so that radar will definitely help. And everybody else wants wartime economy, so does the British. So let's roll for them. Let's go radar first. No radar. And that is a definite no. Okay, here's the new IPP chart. This is what I think it is. Down there is the KMT. They deserve to be in dead last. They tuck tail and run most of the game. Free French is 4. The Comintern has a second Randall on there as 6. Anzac is sitting at 7. The Italians haven't moved yet. They're at 10. CCP is 13. The Far East Command is 17. Japan and Britain are pretty close, neck and neck, 25-26. I haven't moved and touched the USA. I will do that on their turn. They're trying to catch up to the Germans who lead the pack at 46. Remember, this is Operation Live and Let Die. What are we in? July 1940. So we have a lot of things that happened in the world. Some convoy that the Germans have taken away. France has fallen. We have some Vichy on there. We have some Vichy ships. We have French ships. We have a lot less French in the world. The Germans are spreading their influence and thinking that they should be dominant. They probably will be soon. Look at that. We have a big black and maroon navies going at it here. And if you like navies, here's a nice navy in the South Pacific, our very own. French, Anzac, and Far East Command. What's left of that surprise attack. They didn't like too well that their buddies got attacked over there in the Dutch islands. So they came over and tried to defend them. They didn't do too well over there in the home country of Netherlands. But down here, they gave a good showing. Japanese moved away. That might be trouble for the British this term, but we'll find out. Let's go to purchases. Okay, this is what the British up north and the England's going to buy. Churchill wants a destroyer. He wants a fighter. A railroad train for the railroad. Looks like 1 militia. He's going to lend-lease 1 infantry to France. He wants 3 infantry. And he wants to lend-lease $9 to the Soviet Union. Oh, I'm sorry, the Comintern. He wants to Lend-Lease go straight across the top over there to the Arctic line. $9 or 9 IPP for them. The FEC wants to buy another fighter, upgrade a militia, the flags for militia, buy 2 more militia, and a colonial infantry. Anzac wants to be representative in the water, so they're going to buy a submarine, spend all their money. Okay, now we're going to combat. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, there's combat over here in the Pacific again, mainly in this area. Well, let's do this one before I forget, right? I tend to forget naval battles. This coastal sub woke up from his submerged nap and is going to 125 to attack this torpedo boat destroyer. But he's not coming alone. From 122, this destroyer is coming with him. I think it has something to do with that transport they want to take down. This coastal sub wants another crack at some convoy. This convoy line is worth 5 IPP to the Japanese. He wants to go after that. Now, in combat movements, this battle cruiser is moving to the sea zone. I have this Anzac plaque here, right next to the Japanese plaque. That's where I'm going to put this Navy. That's going to sit in 122. The reason why I'm going to do 122 is because they're going to commence an attack on Sumatra. They want to invade Sumatra. That's why there is an Anzac flag here. Let's see, is there any other actual combat besides Sea Zone 125, the Battle of Sumatra, convoying in 65, and there is no combat up in the British Isles or in Egypt or Africa for all that matter. The Italians are being peaceful at the moment. Okay, so in 122, the 2 battleships go to the card. They're going to be involved because there will be amphibious assaults. So the battle cruiser is coming because it wants a shot at the Japanese on Sumatra. The carriers, the 2 light carriers, will be taking their tactical fighter and their fighter. They will both be in the Battle of Sumatra. So they want to go. If you haven't guessed it, they are going to put their whole fleet right here together. One of these cruisers are going to take a shot because there's going to be 4 infantry going in for landing. This medium bomber also wants to be into this battle. And we are going to bring the Anzac, which is already in the sea zone. So might as well take their transport and destroy and put that on the card too. They're going to bring down their infantry because they want to get their feet wet into the battle. Or, like I said, they're going jungle hopping in Sumatra. Now, this transport goes 1, 2, 3, sea zone. 122 picks up 2 British infantry that valiantly last turn went into Siam and defeated some Japanese there. They're coming down to Sumatra to take battle to take place in this battle. So I got to set up a board. I got to make room here to see what we can do. Okay, so we have okay, yep, that's it. That's about it. So let's put on the chart. Militia defends at 2. Marines defend at, what is that? 4. They have 3. We're going to have 4 offshore bombardments. Let's put our planes on the chart. 6 for the fighter, 7 for the tactical. That's the 2 Marines and infantry. Hopefully they don't get a shot off, but that's just the British talking for me. We'll put this transport on the chart too. Okay, let's see. We got that one and the coastal sub. So let's move around the board. Find flat land. Found flat land. Now see if I have. Let's do 2 dice. Well, ooh. Okay, so we'll have this black dice represents the axis in our game. This red dice represent the common turn this turn. This is for the coastal sub for raiding this line for $5 or 5 IPP. Here we go. They got a 5, they got a 2 plus 1. That's 4 IPP. That coastal sub alone just did to the Japanese. They were saying that they were having a bad year. I think they might have a bad couple of years coming up, but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they could be looking for some issues coming up. Now let's do down here. We have some offshore bombardments. Okay, this is the 2 battleships at 4. We're going for the Battle of Sumatra right here. Whoa, that takes off the militia. He doesn't get the shoot back. And one of the Marines, he's done for the day too. He retired. They have 1 more Marine. Okay, here's for the battle cruiser. He attacks offshore bombardment at 3 or less. Got a 9. So here's the light cruiser at a 3. Got an 8. So there will be a commence of a land battle. Let's do the tactical and medium bomber at 7. We got a 2 and a 6, so he died twice. Okay, double hits for this Marine. He can take out 2 infantry right here if he hits at a 4 or less. He got a 12. So the Japanese lost out on Sumatra. The FEC. Well, depends on the location of the fleet. I'm assuming that this fleet is kind of scary to the certain powers to be. I don't know, maybe down there in this location that we should put an FEC flag on the map for Sumatra. That is right there worth 2. Okay, and then we got this battle right here. Torpedo boat destroyer. And here's a first strike coastal sub. 2 or less. Got a 9. Okay, here's the destroyer. Out of 4, miss. Torpedo boat destroyer hits back at a 2. Got a 7. Here is the destroyer. He needed a 4. Got a 3. Okay, let's see if the torpedo boat destroyer hits something on the way out. Got a 6. So that's a negative. So, say goodbye to the torpedo boat destroyer and to that transport. I don't know. They were kind of upset about losing this transport. So transport for kind of a transport, but not really. It's just bad analogy, I guess. Let's do some non-combat moves for the start with Anzac. This Southern Australian militia will be going to New South Wales. This guy from Western Australia will be coming home. We have a sneaky thing that something hopefully don't happen. I don't know. Something about Japan maybe coming down. I'm not saying nothing. Let's move the planes back to the carriers. Bomber went 1, 2, 3. No, it went 1, 2, 3, 4 back to Siam. Okay. Non-combat. Guy from Burma is walking into Siam. This chip, which is that 3rd Infantry from Siam, is walking over to Cochinchina, right there. This guy from Burma, or Bengal, is walking to Burma. Well, let's move 2 infantry from Calcutta to Bengal and leave 2 to defend. And we lose that green chip. Okay. So we did our convoying. We moved our navy, smashed it to here. Oh, some more subs want to come to the Pacific. So these 2 subs will be joining the card right now. I'm not sure if they're going to stay with the fleet. You might have alternate motives, you know. And this light cruiser and battle and destroyer all want to join up with this fleet around 122. I don't know. Subs have alternate motives in this game. They have I don't know. They like that number up there. So I'll take off the chip markers. I told you pink. The pink chip, we're making it pink all over the world, is for rating. That means we take off this rate up here because it can be rated again, all 5 of their money there. Okay, let's see. Anything moving in Africa? I know over here. Oh. Well, you're lucky. I forgot something again, but it's okay. Fleet, right down there. That's in the English Channel. We'll come back to 24. See zone 24 right outside. Pulling away. Oh, that's not good, but it is what it is. The Polish are now British. And so is this Belgium Congo guy. There's no more Belgian, no more Polish. They are now British. The British, with that news, will go up to 28 IPP regardless, and 2 IPP for Sumatra, so that's 30. And the Japanese will go down to 23. Well, shoot. That's not going to be good, but it is what we're going to have to do. Submarine for the placement will go to Sydney. The fighter will go to Calcutta, right there in Calcutta. Okay. Now, what is this right here in C Zone 123? It's going to be a contested spot here soon. Sarah Hawk, that's what I'm talking about. The upgrade that FEC Randall is going to be upgraded to an infantry. That is now an infantry. The Colonial Infantry will go to Sarah Hawk. And you might have guessed it, this infantry, or this militia, will go to Sarah Hawk. So in Sarah Hawk, you have 3 militia and 2 infantry now. There might be a battle of this, what is that? Borneo. Might be a battle soon for Borneo. And the last militia, which I'm also surprised still is here, is Formosa. He will go to Formosa with the other infantry. Okay, that takes care of the FEC. We're going to lend-lease the 9 IPP through the Arctic line to the Commonwealth. That takes care of the Commonwealth. The destroyer will go into the fleet here. That's right there off C Zone 24. This rail will go to right there. Belgium Congo connects Congo to Sudan. If you want to know why, because there will be now a rail line going all the way to Egypt. From South Africa to Egypt, or all the way back now. There is a connection. This rail goes to Belgium. This now will go to Belgium to Sudan. And this one goes all the way to Egypt. Okay. Lend-lease. The French guy. We got a French guy back on the board. One infantry goes to Egypt. One infantry goes to Africa. And one infantry goes to London here. Okay. We have a militia. He will go to Egypt. Now that will become a green chip. So So they get the green chip back. I don't think it's the same, just less. Okay, so Egypt has 4 militia, 6 infantry, and AA gun. That's about it. They're waiting, and this fighter will go to London up there. Now, oh, I did that wrong. England goes down to 28. It's the FEC that goes up to 19 because they're the ones that took Sumatra. So FEC collects 19 plus their $2 bonus. So they're going to get $21 or 21 IPP. The British go back up to 28 IPP and collect their 7 IPP bonus, which again is Iran, Egypt, Gibraltar. I guess there is subs on the line, so they only get 5. Let's scratch that. They get 33 IPP. Ooh, they might have to go sub hunting soon. Okay, that is the end of the French or the British Commonwealth turn. What is this, 8.4? Let's start 8.5. This is now 8.5, Operation Live or Let Die, the Free French turn. Free French had a horrible showing. They lost their country. They didn't know what to do. They were sad. They moved to, I know, northern Algeria, the most luxurious place in the world. Okay, guess what? No industrial complexes, no tech rolling. But yes, you guessed it. The whole reason why these babies came to the Sea of Japan. It's like Disneyland all over again for them. They're so happy. Happy, joy. And guess what? I was happy when they went Free French. I have to admit, I was ecstatic. Yes, their 2 babies made the trip out here. Now, let's see if it's going to be worth their while. Both are convoying, and that is all the action for these babies. The French can do. Let's do this one. In Sea Zone 56, it has a max of $1. It is a true sub, so it gets a +2 modify. This is Allies. This is Axis. Okay. It's a 2-2 +2. So, guess what that means? That's right. The Japanese lose another one. They lost all 5 IPP on that line. I'm not going to say nothing. I won't. I promise. But that's all the IPP on that line. Let's see if this sub will get lucky and go from this convoy line there. Let's do it again. Axis got a 6. Allies got us 2. So they save their money there. So they lose 5 IPP. So I believe the Japanese will go from their 33 to 28 IP with their losing of their money. Or IPP. Okay. Non-combat moves. This transport has nowhere to go. 1, 2. Sea Zone 79. He's running. These transports. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 transport, 1 battleship in Sea Zone 53. They're leaving the Med 2. Yes, they are. They're leaving through the Suez Canal. 1, 2, Sea Zone 82, right outside 82 right there. Okay. There's question on the submarine. I believe that it has to go to the nearest port, and that would be this port outside here, because technically those aren't German ports. So I would have to say Sea Zone 34. If you want to put it to the nearest port, I would say here, or you can go back to home country, which is here or there. It's up to you, but that's my opinion. And the other question I wanted to answer is the British FEC and ANZAC are all British Commonwealth. They all can work together, they can move together, they can all fight together. Just like how the CCP, when they evolved to a major power, can work together with the Comintern, which are their commie friends. So that's why they coordinated attacks together against the Japanese up here. But at the beginning of the game down here, oh, I forgot to take this flag off. They can work together, and it doesn't matter on which way flags, or on any way how who moves what, but they can all work together. I believe that is all of this turn for the British Commonwealth and Free French. I will leave you with the chart of here of January 1940, and I'm turning it over to Panzer J and the Italians in 8.5, fighting Irish out. Thank you.